So it gives me great pleasure and honour that I accept the appointment as the next Mayor of Featherstone for the municipal year 26-27. I'm immensely happy to be able to share this moment with all of you. I know my grand Lily Schofield, who lived in Featherstone her entire life, over 91 years, who was about 5 foot tall, but always seemed to be walking around the town like she was up here. And she'll be definitely grinning from ear to ear today. I'd like to thank Councillor Sherwood and Councillor Tennant for proposing and seconding, and for the kind words. Really meant quite a bit there, to be fair. But indeed all our town councillors, they've supported and encouraged me since I was elected in 2023. But I want to place on record a special thanks to Councillor Vickers, Councillor Tennant King, for their support and guidance for our short time together, my short time on Wakefield District Council. Following the sad passing of the first and only honorary alderman of Wakefield, the late Graham Sherwood. So I'd like to thank and place on record sincere gratitude to Heather Copley, she's about here, probably gone, and Caroline Wilkes for all their hard work in setting up today. And I also want to extend my sincere thanks to all the staff for making tonight run smoothly, and that is the town council staff as well as the Copley staff. I do hope you all enjoyed your meal and bespoke ice cream. So my first responsibility at the minute is to appoint a mayoress. My wife, Nikki Haslam, has agreed to do that. It's quite sentimental really, because 10 years ago nearly we got married, and this is where we had a reception. So my principal objective is to foster a sense of unity within our community, encompassing both local businesses and residents. Featherstone boasts a robust community deeply rooted in its strong farming, work ethic and trade union traditions. It's no mistake that I chose to celebrate today's mayor-making ceremony here at Farmer Copley's. It's the start of my mayor year, like farming symbolises the birth of Featherstone. Farmer Copley's an example of a modern farm, not one of commercial farming, but one that promotes the local area, invests in local people, and one that has diversified, evolved and promotes sustainable farming. Our town has arguably the strongest character, culture and collectivism of the entire Wakefield district, yet recent events have seen a sea of division surface across our communities. Within the trade union movement, our mantra of united we stand, divided we fall is as important and pertinent now than it ever has been. This town's community have stood together proud and tall through our town's industrialisation. We look back to the Featherstone Massacre in 1893, or the town's unity with our rugby league clubs, with our professional club, Featherstone Rovers, slipping into administration. You have seen an immense coming together to try and bring this club back from the ashes, and like a rebirth of the phoenix. But also the coming together of our community on local campaigns, such as the List of Baths. Against the context of our town's industrialisation that paved the way for a strong trade union ethos, and one that aligns to my principles and beliefs, is why this year I've asked the greatest trade union leader to step foot in Featherstone since Arthur Scargill to be my mayor's chaplain, Cllr Scott at the back, you'll hear from later on. I will warn you, it's not from round these parts. To give you a sense of Terry, he led postal workers through many disputes, galvanising support, navigating the toughest and anti-trade union laws this country has ever seen. Even against that backdrop though, Terry delivered ballot results that were as high as 98.7% in favour, with a consistently turnout of over 70%. And just think about those numbers just for a moment. That is some doing. So he's also been, he was also the leader that pushed for an occupational pension that delivered a wage in retirement, and now the government is closely monitoring this scheme to expand to other companies, to offer this collective type scheme to potentially millions of workers. So we really are blessed to have Terry in our company tonight throughout this Mayor year. I believe to bring about unity in our community, we must extend an offer and vision to all stakeholders. And is why I'm asking that local businesses consider pledging their support through whatever means, donations, in-premise collections, taking part in community events. I've spoken already to a couple. I want to make it known that these contributions are acknowledged and celebrated across our communities. So spread the message to any local business and ask them to get in touch with me or the town office. And to everyone else, I extend a simple invitation. Please just get involved in whatever way you can. Tonight, I can confirm that my official partners from day one is, of course, my trade union, the Communication Workers Union. This is, of course, Farmer Coplis. It is pleased to say Kestrel Estates have come on board, and they've done some fabulous work over recent years in the community, but also RB Rugg, a long-standing local company that has navigated all types of turbulent pressures. So it rooted deeply in that community in Featherstone. So I've got some ideas, and we're going to be putting some of those forward to the Town Council. I believe will support the coming together of our community. Ideas that recognise best practice, recognise the people of our community, and recognise community aspiration. I'd like to see a new award that will stand as a public and historical statement that recognises key people who are or were a pillar of our community. I want to see the heritage documented further so the next generation can understand our roots and learn from our past. And more importantly, I want to see the pride in place or deliver a future vision for our town, and in doing so, giving aspiration to our community, illustrating what's possible when we come together. Just for the record, I'm not on that board, by the way, but I have every faith in Kate over there, who is the leader of that board. Now, I hope you feel the same sense of determination and know this. I'm 100% committed to ensuring that our community rallies around a common cause. That common cause being Featherstone. Accordingly, I have chosen the Featherstone Rovers Foundation as my designated charity. This organisation is at the heart of our community, providing invaluable services to young people, families, the elderly, and everyone in between. So, if you're on your table, there is ability to donate. There is a QR code, so you can do that to the Just Giving page. There's little envelopes, cute little envelopes, where, you know, if you're old-fashioned, you want to put some money in there, that's perfectly acceptable. We do take cash. So do put them in, hand them in to the girls in the office before you leave, that'd be great. But now, I want to introduce Jamie Cording and his team, who shall give you an insight onto the Rovers Foundation, what it's about. Probably be able to articulate better than what I ever could. But thank you, Jamie.